Each team with a win in this series. Alabama came from behind Thursday. They win it 6-5. Bama could not come from behind last night, trailing 5-0 early, although at the end, Alabama had the tying run at home plate. Tennessee will get the win last night by a score of 10-7. So this is game 3 of 3. For the Vols, next up, they've got a Tuesday game against Queens College. And for the Tide, Tuesday up in Huntsville against North Alabama. Alabama will go back to SEC play against the Oklahoma Sooners on Friday night, March 28th. This place already rocking. About 70% crimson and 30% orange. The Vols trying to take over at Sewell Thomas Stadium. Bobby Alcock is 3-0 with an ERA of 3.60. A 23-year-old from New England, 6'5", 230, a redshirt senior from Lynn, Massachusetts. First 3 years of college ball at Gardner-Webb in North Carolina. Transferred last year to the Capstone but did not play for Alabama. So Alcock making his 6th start. He was outstanding Sunday, maybe his best start of his career. 7 shutout innings against Texas A&M on the road with 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and only 4 hits allowed. Defensively in the outfield left to right, Cade Snell, Richie Bonamolo, and Bryce Fowler. On the left side of the infield, Jason Torres and Justin LeBron. On the right side, Brennan Norton and Will Hodo. Will Plattner will start his 3rd straight game behind home plate in this series. Alcock, hard-throwing right-hander. Command is the key. He's got the arsenal. He's got the stuff. And Alabama is looking, obviously, for Alcock to have a very easy couple of innings to settle things down as Alabama has trailed throughout this series. Giving up 2 runs Thursday night, 1 run in the 3rd, and they were down 3-0. And then last night, 3 runs in the 1st, 2 more runs in the 2nd, down 5-0. Will Plattner throws down towards shortstop Justin LeBron, and we are about ready. Tennessee will go with the unis that they wore last night. They've got orange with Vols across the chest with the gray pants. And Alabama's got the home white with Alabama in crimson across the chest. Dean Curley will lead things off. Homered last night. He's hitting .305 with 7 homers, 22 runs batted in, right-handed hitter. So it will be a right-on-right to get this thing going. Game 3 of 3. Bobby Alcock works on the first base side of the rubber. Comes set and delivers. Fastball low, and we're underway. First pitch officially, 103 Central. Curley, 2 hits, a home run last night. 3 runs scored. Outstanding looking sophomore. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. He has 3 hits, 4 runs scored, and a home run in this series. Jay Abernathy on deck. Hunter Ensley after him. 1-1 rather. That's low and away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. So again, first inning issues for Bama in games 1 and 2. Trying to get Alcock in and out of there as quick as possible. The 2-1 fastball in there for a strike. Alcock is old school, comes from right over the top. Hammers that fastball on the bottom part of the zone. He's 2-2 on Curley. The outfield straightaway, medium depth. The wind in the pitch, swing, and lined up the middle into center, a base hit. A slider that did not get buried enough, and so Curley with his 4th hit of the series. That brings up the speedster Jay Abernathy. Freshman left fielder hitting .346. 7 runs batted in. And because of his blazing speed, this is not a double play candidate. LeBron and Norton, of course, double play depth as Abernathy squares and takes a strike. And Torres from third was running in. Bonamolo will be shaded towards left center. Middle infield back. Torres on the cutout where the grass meets the dirt at third. Hodo holding the runner on. Pitch is low and away. We talked with Rob Vaughn during the pregame show. Do you have to address this with your pitchers to get off to a quick start? And the answer is no. They know that they have been behind in this series. Throw to first. The runner gets back. And today's a new day. Whatever Adams did, whatever Quick did, that's all history. Top of the first inning. Here's the pitch home. Swung on, hit out of play, foul to the left side. Abernathy 4 out of 9 in this series, had 3 hits Thursday. Also got caught stealing in the top of the 9th inning Thursday by Will Plattner. Big defensive play there. The 1-2 pitch, low, ball 2. The glue guy for the Vols, Hunter Inslee, is on deck. 2-2, swing, lifted off a third, up in the air, out of play, foul. Inslee has played wonderfully both offensively and defensively in this series. He's a 5th-year senior. Count level at 2-2. Curley at first base after a single. Alcock comes to the set, and the pitch is grounded to shortstop LeBron, down to one knee. Norton for one, back to first. Call it 2 and a double play. Not the easiest guy to double up, as mentioned. But the pitcher's best friend for Alabama. Two outs, bases cleared, and here is Inslee, batting .372, 2 homers, 25 runs batted in. Right on right. First pitch above the letters, 1-0. Big DP there. Slowing down the Vols, at least temporarily. They have scored 5 first-inning runs over the first 2 games. 1-0 pitch. Swing and line towards right center. Base hit past the reach of Norton into center field. So there's the second hit of the inning. Only 1 runner on base because of the twin killing. Crimson Tide fans, you're reminded to stay up to date with all of your recommended vaccinations, including respiratory virus vaccines. Vaccinations against these viruses are important for everyone, so don't wait. Vaccinate. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/I-M-M today and learn more how you can stay up to date on vaccinations for you and your family. Andrew Fisher, left-handed hitter with power, .281 average, 8 home runs. First pitch. Knee-high strike, 25 runs batted in a mammoth home run Thursday night against Zane Adams. There goes the shift. 3 on the right side for the Tide. Only Torres on the left side. A breaking ball comes in low. So Torres is the third baseman, but he's playing what would be to the left of short. I mean, he's really not far from the bag at second. And you got a triangle of infielders on the right side. Here's a pitch. Swing and a foul. Justin LeBron, right side of second. Brennan Norton is in shallow right field, I'd say 25 feet. Andrew Fisher, left-handed hitter, 2 for 5 with a home run in the series. Has the entire left side of the infield to himself. Alcock throws to first. Count is 1-2 with 2 outs, top of the first, no score. The Vols the Tide. The 1-2, swing and lifted at a play foul. When I've asked managers before about this shift, they will concede the single to left field, in this case for the left-handed hitter. They think that limiting a home run hitter to just a single is a win, is a victory. The 1-2 inside, 2-2. In this series, Alabama has shifted on Fisher and 1 or 2 other volunteers. Alcock on 2-2, comes home and misses outside, ball 3. Count run full on Andrew Fisher with Dalton Bargo on deck. Ensley will be released at first. No score, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Alcock with a hard throw. Runner gets back at first. "19 pitches for Alcock here in the top of the first. A 3-2 changeup hit to first baseman Hodo. He glove steps on the bag, and the inning is over. That was a nice job by Alcock because he wanted a pitch to contact and did. It was a changeup drilled right to Hodo, and the Vols come up empty. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left on base after a half inning of play from Sewell Thomas, a sold-out stadium. Tennessee nothing, Alabama coming up. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Freshman Tegan Coons will tow the slab. Unannounced Thursday and Friday. I think Rob Vaughn in Alabama found out last night that it would be Coons. He's made 5 appearances, 2 starts, a scintillating 108 ERA with 11 strikeouts and 2 walks. Coming out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania last year, he was not drafted in day 1, and so he decided to honor his commitment and pitch for the Vols. He was the #1 player coming out of the state of Pennsylvania. Coons, and he will face Bryce Fowler, the starting right fielder for Alabama, who's hitting .260, 4 homers, 29 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter takes a strike from the righty pitcher. Defensively in the outfield, left to right, Jay Abernathy, Hunter Ensley and Reese Chapman. Infield in a minute. Here's the 0-1. Swing, lifted out of play, foul. Left side of the infield is Dean Curley and Ariel Antigua. On the right side, it's Manny Marin and Andrew Fisher. Cannon Peebles behind home. 2-strike pitch. Fastball low. All three starters for Tennessee that we've seen in this series, they're all at least 94. Change up away. 3 power arms in their rotation. Liam Doyle, Marcus Phillips, and now Tegan Coons. 2-2. Swing. Hit in the air towards the center fielder, Ensley. Ensley got a good jump, drifting back, makes a catch midway up the warning track. Justin LeBron, the shortstop, hitting second. Batting .358, 12 homers, 49 runs batted in. Right-handed batter will face Coons. LeBron, one of the best players in college baseball, takes low. Tied for the NCAA lead in home runs and clearly number 1 in runs batted in and runs scored. A 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big swing by LeBron. He has 4 RBIs in this series. Outfield shades to the right. He swings here, lifts it in the air, off of first base, foul. Ball and 2 strikes on the sophomore from Miramar, Florida, Justin LeBron. He's played in every game in a year and a half for Alabama. The 1-2 pitch catches him looking. Fastball at the knees. Strike 3. The designated hitter for the Tide is Coleman Mizell. 284 with 4 homers, 13 runs batted in. A left-handed batter, homered late last night. Coons trying to set Alabama down in order. First pitch, low and away. Mizell homered in the bottom of the 9th last night. Alabama would score 1 more, and the Tide actually had the tying run at home. Will Plattner, who's been scorching the ball, struck out swinging to end the game. Mizell takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tardy on a fastball. Marin, the second baseman, he is in short right field. Swinging a foul. Not quite as deep as Brendan Norton has been playing on the left-handed hitters for the Vols, but he's certainly not on the infield dirt. That's 15, 20 feet on the grass. They'll wind the 2-2. 3-2, it's outside. Antigua is the shortstop. He certainly plays the batter to pull. Still left side of second. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 up and 3 down. A pair of strikeouts for Coons. And we've completed 1 at the Joe. Alabama nothing, Tennessee nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Alabama and Tennessee scoreless as we move to the top of the second. Women's basketball from College Park, Maryland. At halftime, Alabama leads Green Bay 38-29. The UConn Huskies dismantling Arkansas 86-21. Dalton Bargo will bat here in the top of the second. Alcock certainly had to work hard to post his zero. Big play was a 6-4-3 double play after a leadoff single. Bargo, who is the DH, is hitting .265 with 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter, first pitch is sailing away. 1 ball and no strikes. And again, Bama with that triangle defense. 3 infielders on the right side. 1 on the left side. Swing and hit in the air towards the right fielder. Fowler, is there enough room? It will bounce off the fence, stay in the yard. Fowler picks it up at the beginning of the warning track onto third base. With a head first slide is Bargo, and he's got a triple. Alabama had to be perfect on that relay throw, both from Fowler and then Norton. Bryce had to retrack his own path. And Dalton Bargo with a leadoff triple here in the top of the second. Here's Reese Chapman, the right fielder. First pitch swung on, line towards left fielder Snell. Snell leaps, makes the catch. Bargo down from third. He will score. Sac fly run batted in. Chapman with his 26th run batted in. And the Vols have scored first for the 3rd consecutive game in this series. In this case, you exchange an out for a run, and you bring up Manny Marin, right-handed batter and the second baseman who takes low. Tennessee 1, Alabama nothing here in the second. A 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Count level, the 1-1. Slider outside. Outfield straight away. The infielders are back on the number 8 hitter. The 2-1 swung on and hit out of play, foul behind home. If you take a look at the first 2 innings combined, Tennessee has now scored 9 runs over the first 2 innings in the first 3 games. 2-2 up high. A 2-spot Thursday in the first, 1 more in the second. 3 in the first yesterday, 2 in the second. Nothing in the first, but a run here in the second. A 3-2 from Alcock. Jess Mislow, ball 4, and a 1-out walk.
Next up the bat, the pitcher, number 5, Cannon Peebles.
The catcher is Cannon Peebles. Switch hitter, he'll bat from the left side, batting .200 with 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. One out, 1 on for the Vols. They lead by a run. The pitch from Alcock. Fastball, strike on the inside corner. So Alcock now in damage control mode. Run is in, one runner on. Here's an 0-1. Sails away. Changeup that he has not, he's gotten it over once. One good changeup. That was the last out in the first. Count 1-1. Runner at first holds. The pitch is inside. Almost hit him. Well, apparently almost was enough. Peebles hit by a pitch. And now the Vols with runners on first and second, one out for their number 9 hitter. Yep, it did get him on his back foot. Left foot. Will Plattner will get a mound visit in. He's Alabama's catcher. In order to beat the Vols, you've got to take care of 7, 8, and 9 because 1 through 6 is dynamic. And here in the second, a 1-out walk to batters 7 and 8. You got a walk and a hit batter. So Ariel Antigua comes up, hitting just .238, no home runs, 5 runs batted in. And Alcock needs a ground ball. He gets a line drive foul right side. But if you take care of the bottom, don't let the bottom beat you in terms of the last 3 in the lineup, you got a chance. But if you're pitching around traffic, this just gets things set up for the top and the middle of their lineup. Count is 0-1. Alcock again looking for a ground ball. Throws his slider up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. A triple, a sac fly, a walk, and a hit batter. Vols lead by 1-0 here in the second. The pitch drops in there for a strike. 82-mile-an-hour slider. Outfield not deep, and they'll play to the right against the right-handed batter. The 1-2. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. Back to his slider. Count level 2-2. If you think you can get him out with your slider, then do it. You don't want to give the 9-hole hitter a cookie at 2-2 with 2 on. The stretch, the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Went fastball, couldn't command it. Tennessee's in good shape here. They've got first and second, 1 out, and a full count on Ariel Antigua. Will the runners go? No, the pitch swung on, fouled out of play right side. Alabama already has activity in their bullpen. It's the left-hander Matt Heiberger. Count full, 3-2. From the set, and here's a pitch. Swing and fouled left side. Alcock has thrown 39 pitches in less than 2 innings. So again, he's at 20 pitches on the average. You want to be about 5 below, somewhere in that 12 to 15 range. You're in the 20s, you're going to be out of there around the 4th or 5th. A 3-2, the runners holding the pitches, swung on and fouled. Good at bat for the sophomore Ariel Antigua. And whatever Antigua does during this at bat, he has already extended Alcock more pitches than Bobby would want to throw. And the last thing Alcock wants to do, hang a slider or throw a cookie fastball. The 3-2 again. High, ball 4. Over through his fastball. Tennessee has loaded the bases with 1 out. Maybe a mound visit? Yes, Jason Jackson will make the mound visit. In the inning, a triple off the fence in right center. Sac fly, so it was 1 out, nobody on. And the next 3 hitters have reached. They're at the bottom of the lineup. Batters 7, 8, and 9. A walk, a hit batter, and another walk. And that turns the lineup over to Dean Curley. Not a place where Alabama wants to be. We mentioned Matthew Heiberger already warming up in Alabama's bullpen. He's a left-hander. Depending on what Curley does, Heiberger might come in and face Abernathy. String of lefties coming up with Fisher, Bargo, and Chapman. But let's get back to Curley, right-handed batter. Alcock, right-handed pitcher. And the first delivery is a slider outside, 1-0. Bobby was spot on Sunday at College Station. 7 innings of shutout baseball. A 1-0 pitch hammers the strike zone at the letters. 1-1. Walked only 2, struck out 8. Certainly his best outing with Alabama, one of his better collegiate outings altogether considering the competition. A 1-1 to Curley. Just above the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases filled up for Curley. 2-1. Slider drops in for a strike. I don't know if Plattner called it or Alcock did, or it was from the dugout, but it worked. 2-2. Bases filled up with balls. And the 2-2 pitch is swung on, hit in the air to right field, short. Here comes Fowler, makes the catch on the run. Marin will hold up at third, no advancement. That's a big out. And now you got Abernathy, and you would think that Alcock will stay in there because he's 1 out away. You got the lefties, you got Ensley, a right-handed batter on deck, and then the string of lefties come up. Problem is that Alcock has thrown nearly 50 pitches. Bases loaded. Tennessee 1, Alabama nothing here in the second. Alcock trying to work out of this one. The first pitch in for a strike. Abernathy had 3 hits Thursday. Left-handed batter. Alcock's pitch is swung on, hit out of play, foul off the third. Alcock now at 0-2, trying to survive the second inning. He will get support from the fans. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dirty changeup. Filthy. Big strikeout for Bobby Alcock as Tennessee leads, the bases loaded. After an inning and a half, Tennessee 1, Alabama nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Yourself at home at Homewood Suites, conveniently located in downtown Tuscaloosa. Stay in comfort and enjoy the great options at the on-site 205 Bar and Restaurant. Homewood Suites, Tuscaloosa, proud to be a preferred hotel partner of the Crimson Tide. The Volunteers won, the Crimson Tide nothing as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Jason Torres, right-handed batter, batting .300 with 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. First pitch low and away. A 1-0 pitch hit on the ground towards short, moving to his right. Antigua gloves and throws off balance. Long, strong throw by Ariel Antigua. 1 away in the bottom of the second. We'll remind you that you're listening to Alabama baseball from the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money. Tennessee 1, Alabama nothing. Here's Will Hodo at .375, enjoying an outstanding 2025. He takes a strike. 7 homers, 27 runs batted in. Lots of big hits so far this year. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Two for 7 in the series for the senior. 0-2, swing, chop to the shortstop Antigua. Gloves, throws, close, got him. Ariel Antigua making the plays at short. Here's Brennan Norton, starting second baseman, batting .259, 6 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Trying to avoid Alabama going down in order 2 straight times. First pitch up and in from Tegan Coons, who was not announced as the starter until technically last night. We didn't know until earlier this morning. Sure that Rob Vaughn and Jason Jackson found out late last night. Rob said on the pregame show yesterday, he goes, they know who they're using, they're just not revealing it. Norton 1 for 7 in the series. The outfield is deep and straight away on the Tide second baseman. 1-1 pitch, low, 2-1. Perhaps a little gamesmanship from the number 1 ranked University of Tennessee Volunteers and the defending national champs. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Count level 2-2, 2 outs. Norton takes one right across the middle of the plate. Strike 3 with a fastball. And a strong 2 innings out of Tegan Coons as he has struck out 3. 6 up, 6 down for him. 1-0. Tennessee over Alabama. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Go to RollTide.com. Auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent who can provide local, personalized, expert insurance today. CB's got you here in Tuscaloosa. 1-0. Tennessee over Alabama. You see the difference in the first 2 innings where Bobby Alcock has had to work his tail off in 2 innings, throwing over 50 pitches and surviving. It's 1-0 Tennessee. Meanwhile, 6 up, 6 down for Alabama's offense against Tegan Coons. Hunter Ensley has singled already in this game. Picked up his 6th hit of the series. First pitch slider in there for a strike. Ensley bats 3rd. He's had a nice series against Alabama. The 0-1 low. He now has 6 hits, 9 at bats, 3 runs batted in, and he has made 2 outstanding catches in center. Takes down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. So Alcock again he's in hitters counts. Well, you're going to have to work hard to come back against Ensley as now it's 3, 4, and 5 for Tennessee. 2-1. Slider drops in there for a strike. Two and 2 on Ensley, the 5th-year senior, right-handed batter. Vols 1, Alabama nothing here in the 3rd. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. Andrew Fisher is up now with 1 out and the base is empty. He hit a change up to the first baseman, Hodo, ending the first. 2 for 6 with a home run in the series. Left-handed batter. First pitch swing and a miss, and that a slider. Nothing in 1 out. The pitch with the shift on, called a strike. Fisher calls time, heads back to the dugout. wants to get a better grip on the bat. Taking a long time. Fisher really took his time. He's down 0-2, the pitch low. In pro baseball, there's a clock for both the pitcher and the batter. And he would have been called out on strikes if this had been a professional game. Here's a 1-2. Up and away, 2-2. Fisher, in 3 years, has played with 3 different colleges. From high school, he went to Duke. And from Duke to Ole Miss, where he was last year, and transferred from Ole Miss to Tennessee. 2-2. Swung on, lifted out of play, foul. He had 45 starts for Duke as a freshman. Freshman All-American, but for whatever reason, he left Tobacco Road, wound up at Ole Miss. Count is even at 2. Here's a pitch. Swing and a foul. He'll stay alive. He had 43 starts last year at third, 12 at DH at Ole Miss. And left that program to come to the national champs. And he has stepped out yet again. Hearing it from the fans. Count level at 2-2 with 1 out, bases empty. 3 infielders on the right side for the Tide. Alcock's 2-2. Swung on, lifted in the air to right center field. Hit well, hit deep, and hit gone. His second home run. That was a changeup. Second home run of the series, 9th of the year. The Vols lead 2-0. His second towering shot of this series. Solo home run allowed by Alcock. Dalton Bargo will be the hitter. And the left-handed batter takes a strike. Again, Alabama with the shift on. Three infielders on the right side. The pitch is up. Only Torres alone on the left side. One and one. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Now, what Alabama does in terms of their shift on Bargo, they put the strong arm LeBron in shallow right. Norton at second base. A 1-2 changeup fades away. A swing and a miss, but he's not going to get the benefit until Rob Vaughn comes out. And Will Plattner is also arguing. Okay. That's incredible. You got to see this. That foul ball landed in the thigh of Plattner. and then Plattner transferred it from his thigh to his hand. The ball never hit the dirt. Rob Vaughn, instead of getting a challenge, he's going to ask for a consultation. You got to see this. Great work from our production crew. The foul ball, and they're not going to give it to Alabama apparently, but now Rob is going to come out and he might challenge. Watch this. Swing foul tip, and it actually lodges in the right hip, never hits the dirt. Vaughn's going to come down and talk with Kevin Sweeney. I've never seen a ball do that. It lodged on the right hip. Rob is exploding, by the way. And he's out. He's thrown out. The skipper has been thrown out. Rob Vaughn has been tossed. You want action? We have action. It should be a strikeout. A 1-2 pitch, swung on, pulled foul, first base side. I have never seen a baseball do what that baseball did. It was a foul tip of a changeup, and it lodged clearly on the right hip, maybe held up by the chest protector of Will Plattner, never hit the ground. 1-2, up high. And Alabama skipper will be watching this one from the clubhouse, the rest of it. 2-2. Swing and hammered out towards right field and deep. Fowler going back, looking up, and this one is gone. And it just poured salt right on the wound. Back-to-back home runs, and Bargo slams his right foot on home plate. Here comes Jason Jackson. What clearly would have been, should have been a strikeout, instead winds up a home run. Back-to-back home runs for Tennessee. They lead by a score of 3-0. Jason Jackson is out there, and I think he's going. Yeah, he is going to make the change because here comes Alabama's dugout. So Rob Vaughn always talks about being mentally tough, and he's going to rely on his kids from here on in to come back in this game and stay focused. The new pitcher for Alabama is going to be left-hander Matthew Heiberger, with the Vols leading by a score of 3-0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Alabama Baseball from Learfield. Matthew Heiberger will come on in relief. 3-0 Tennessee over Alabama. And that at-bat by Dalton Bargo will hang around Alabama's dugout for a long time. He should have been struck out. He fouled a pitch that lodged in catcher Will Plattner's equipment. They're showing it again on the SEC replay. It was on his right hip, right thigh. Never hit the ground. And then Rob Vaughn turned up the volume and was thrown out arguing. Rightfully so. Now, a lot of times, and I'm not sure if this was the exact meaning, but Rob was 100% right. Not 99.9, but 100% right. But he's also trying to spark his team and know that, tell his team, hey, I got your back. So Heiberger is facing Reese Chapman. 3-man shift right side for the Vols. Pitch in there for a strike. Well, the umpires got together, and my experience tells me it's really tough to overturn, because if you do, that means you're telling the rest of the crew, hey, this guy made a mistake. So sometimes they're like, well, I didn't see it. It wasn't me. I didn't watch. They didn't want to sell the other guys out. Now Alabama with 4 infielders on the right side as the pitch is low and away on Reese Chapman. Jason Torres is over the bag. And just for the sake of argument, I'm going to call him on the right side. There he is on the right side. The pitch is lined into left center field, and that will drop and run. Snell and Bonamolo chase. Chapman is going to go to second with a double. That's 3 straight extra base hits for the Vols. Home runs by Fisher and Bargo. And now a double by Chapman. One out in the top of the third. Vols with a 3-0 lead. Heiberger's pitch is outside. Easier said than done, but Alabama has got to stay focused. Keep their eye on the prize. Liner to shortstop. LeBron, he's got it, and then throws to second. Safe. Chapman just gets back. Through all the adversity in the first 2+ innings, Alabama is only trailing 3-0. They were down 5-0 after 2 innings last night, and they were down 3-0 going into the bottom of the second Thursday night. Things have not gone the way of the Tide, but they're only down by 3. Cannon Peoples was hit by a pitch. The catcher takes low, 1 ball, no strike. So Heiberger now trying to pick up Alcock. Two outs, a base runner for Tennessee with 2 runs in. Vols have 3 runs, 6 hits. They've hit 2 homers. 2-0. Check swing, goes right back to the mound. Heiberger, glove, spins, throws, and gets Peoples out at first base. The Vols hit back-to-back home runs, a very controversial 3rd inning. Tennessee 3, Alabama nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. We are coming to you live from the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money. Download the new Bojangles app and bring the flavor to your next baseball tailgate with chicken, biscuits, and fixins. All by ordering ahead on the convenient Bojangles app. It's Bo time, y'all. Now for Alabama, again, the key. You got a lot of at-bats to go. You've only gotten to the bottom of the third inning. You're only down by 3. They will have to be strong mentally. Their head coach has been thrown out. And Tennessee showing their swagger. Cade Snell hitting .416, hits one out of play foul. Yeah, I can go back to that Bargo at bat where Fisher's at bat, rather. Fisher was taking a long time. Very long time. He had 2 long delayed uninterrupted visits back to the backstop. Fans are getting on him, and he finally gets back in the box and lines a home run to right. And then Bargo should have been struck out. A missed call there, and Bargo winds up with a home run. A grounder over the bag at second. Antigua, the shortstop, gloves and throws. Snell is out. 7 up, 7 down. We need to throw things back to our stations across the network for 10 seconds. This is Alabama baseball from Learfield.
Good Friday. 5.
Will Plattner with that here in the bottom of the third. 1 out, bases empty. Plattner with a 6-game hitting streak, batting .364. 9 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter, and he takes low. Vols with 3 runs, 6 hits, and again, there was a word about them. They come in with a lot of swagger. Right, you could call it ego, you can call it hot dogging, whatever you want to call it, but they proudly wear that uniform as the defending national champs. A 1-ball, 2-strike pitch, and that's drilled towards the right field corner, but foul. And they did a couple of things, did Tennessee, in the top of the third inning. You could deem it gamesmanship or it just wouldn't work in pro ball, but we're not in pro ball. Fisher twice went to the backstop to get more chalk on his bat. He delayed. The crowd was on him. There's no clock for the batter. There is a clock for the pitcher. But in professional baseball, there is a clock. And he would have been struck out. He winds up getting a long home run to right. And then Bargo on a foul tip that was caught, which should have been strike 3, survived on a missed call, and then a home run he hits, and added 2 more, did Tennessee. And then coming across home plate with a foul ball behind home plate, Bargo slams his left foot on home plate just to get the crowd even more irritated. A 1-2 swing hit to the shortstop, Antigua. He gloves and throws. Antigua has been a part of 4 of the last 5 outs. Richie Bonamolo is the starting center fielder, hitting .346 with a home run, 16 runs batted in, a right-handed hitter. First pitch strike. Rob Vaughn mentioned on our pregame Thursday, he said, hey, they come in, what's the key to them? I said, they come in, they think they're the baddest man on the planet. Starts with their edge, their attitude. Certainly their manager personifies that in his 8th year. Tony Vitello. who has taken this team back to the promised land. An 0-2, swing and miss, strike three. And everything about them, they just have a little bit, they've got a little flair to them. And they let you know that they are the bully. So the Tide retired in order for the third straight inning. After three, Volunteers 3, Alabama nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Five minutes remaining. First round action for the women's NCAA tournament. Alabama 68, Green Bay 58. They're in the fourth and final quarter. And the Tide with now a 12-point lead. They just scored a bucket, 70-58. Well, Tennessee is trying to do something that a college baseball team has not done since South Carolina in 2010 and 2011, and that's repeat as national champions. Ariel Antigua will bat here in the top of the fourth. So we haven't had back-to-back champs in college baseball since South Carolina in 2010, 2011. Pitch is up high. But the SEC has certainly dominated the College World Series over the last several years. Oregon State is the last non-SEC team to win the national championship. Three nothing. The Vols lead the Tide. The pitch is popped up out of play, foul. Right side. Tennessee won the national championship last year. LSU out of the SEC in 23. Ole Miss in 22. Mississippi State in 21. Vandy in 19. Swing, line drive, base hit up the middle. Oregon State broke the SEC stranglehold in 18. Florida had won it in 17. And Coastal Carolina pulled off one of the big upsets by winning it all in 2016. Signal for Ariel Antigua, the shortstop, out of the 9-hole, and now the Vols send up their leadoff batter, Dean Curley, 1 for 2. Right-handed batter takes a strike on the inside corner. Coming into today, they've had just one full series. Now everybody is either starting or completing their second series. LSU and Texas remain undefeated at 3-0. LSU, by the way, has won 16 straight. A 1-1. That's grounded right side through, base hit. Antigua will stop at second. And Dean Curley with yet another base hit, his 5th of this series. Now a mound visit. Mound visit comes from Will Plattner. Let's go back to the SEC. Coming into today, Alabama 4-1, Tennessee 4-1, Georgia 3-1, Arkansas 3-1, Auburn is 3-1. The hottest team right now in the SEC would have to be LSU. When Tennessee lost to ETSU last week, that snapped their season opening 20-game win streak, which was the longest in program history. Jay Abernathy, as Alabama's looking for a bunt. Runners hold. Here's a bunt towards first, foul. Abernathy has grounded into one double play, plus he has struck out. Four out of 11 in the series for the freshman. Squares as if to bunt and gets the bunt down towards Heiberger. He throws, this is close, and he throws it into right field. Everybody is safe. Antigua will score. Curley on his way to third. Abernathy is safe. Abernathy's speed pushed Heiberger to have to rush his throw, and he threw it past Hodo into right field. Now we're going to get a challenge here at first base. See if they actually got him at first. He is in the runner's lane. He's got two bags. He's supposed to veer off to the right. Remember, two bases at first. The green one is you're supposed to veer off to the right. The umpires are actually looking at the video board replay. Abernathy will hold it first, wait for the ruling. So what Alabama is challenging runner's interference. The run's going to score regardless. But did Abernathy give Heiberger a lane to throw? He is called out. Now that dramatically changes the complexion of this inning. So Antigua is sent back to second. And Curley is at first. And Alabama picks up an out. And here is Jason Jackson. I think he's going to make a change with the dangerous Hunter Inslee due up. So the score remains now 3-0, not 4, after the interference. And Alabama is going to go to the bullpen. Jason Jackson trying to keep this thing within distance. That call at first base was really the first thing that went right for Alabama so far this afternoon. As Alabama has to go use their third pitcher in less than 4 innings. The new pitcher will be Braylon Myers. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Alabama Baseball from Learfield. Of intrigue here at Sewell Thomas Stadium. A lot of subplots. Tennessee 3 runs. Eight base hits. Alabama no runs, no hits. Alabama has lost their manager. He got thrown out. The Vols running around Sewell Thomas Stadium like they are the king of the hill. Hunter Ensley will come on and bat against Braylon Myers. 2-0 record, 8 games, 132 earned run average. So Abernathy was out. The putout goes to the first baseman, Hodo. And the play is dead, so both base runners went back. There was no error. First pitch slider low. Alabama finally catches a break after getting no breaks at all, including having their manager run. A 1-0 from Myers. In for a strike to Ensley. Ariel Antigua is at second. Dean Curley behind him. 1 out, 2 on. Bama down by 3. The pitch is swung and fouled. And again, you talk about mental toughness, the grind, who you are, not them. Don't worry about Tennessee running around with their shirts cut off and showing that they're the biggest guy on the beach. You got to do what you do if you're Alabama. A 1-2 pitch, a slider just missed. And through all of that, Alabama is only down by 3. It's going to take, Jason Jackson is going to have to build a long bridge here to get to the finish line. But whatever it takes. Count level, 1 out, 2 on. The pitch. Slider lined softly foul, first base side. It feels like the Vols are up 7-0, but they're not. 2-2 on Inslee. Myers, the third pitcher used by Alabama. Here's a pitch. Missed low and inside. And if you're Alabama, again, you control yourself, your dugout, not the other guys. Myers trying to pick up Heiberger. 3-2 pitch. Runners hold. A slider swung on and missed. That's a great pitch against a great hitter. Two outs for Andrew Fisher. He has grounded out and homered to right. Fisher takes one low and inside. He's hit 2 home runs in this series. And adding to the storyline is he had twice left the batter's box, went to the on-deck circle as Bama picks at first, runner gets back. Left the batter's box twice, went to the on-deck circle, took a lot of time. Kevin Sweeney giving Fisher a lot of liberty, and then when he was ready, he would leave the yard with a home run. He takes inside. And then the Bargo at bat, which is going to live in infamy, at least for the rest of this game. Bargo should have been out on a swinging strike that was caught by Will Plattner. Didn't get the call, and then Plattner, or the Bargo would rather hit a home run. Here's a 2-0 pitch, low, ball 3. And again, the skipper, Rob Vaughn, thrown out when he didn't get the call on the Bargo at bat. And there was, with replay, there was no doubt that the ball was caught. Here's a 3-0. Strike one on the inside corner. We talk about this a lot. You got to play through adversity, pitch through it and play through it. A 3-1, Fisher takes low, and he has drawn a walk to load the bases.
Next up the bat, the designated hitter, number 16, Dalton Bargo.
Feels like Antigua has been at third numerous times in this inning. He finally gets there after the walk, and another big at bat in this game. 3-0, Tennessee in front, and a first pitch strike in front of Alabama. Antigua at third, Curley is at second, Fisher at first. Here's an 0-1, low. Count even, 1-1, bases filled up. Infield's got 3 on the right side, and this pitch gets by Plattner, goes to the backstop, and a run will score. Wild pitch recorded by Myers. That run belongs to Heiberger. But you got to get Bargo here if you're Myers. Here's a 2-1 in there for a strike on the inside corner. The Vols have runners on second and third. The Vols have a 4-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. And a 2-2 swing, hit in the air towards left fielder Snell. Easy play as he makes the catch. If he could only take that wild pitch away, but he can't. The Volunteers scored their fourth run. They've got 4 runs and 8 hits and a 4-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. For Alabama, nothing. Everything has gone right for the Vols here in the third game of this series. But Alabama has plenty of at-bats to go. $18 more outs. And the Tide will hope that Bryce Fowler could start things in the right direction. He broke an 0 for 22. Did Fowler with a single and a run batted in the 8th inning last night. He is flied out to center in this game, and he hits it hard but to the first baseman Fisher, and Fisher gets to the bag. 1 away. Brings up Justin LeBron. LeBron has taken a called strike 3. Only one official at bat. First pitch slider. Tegan Coons misses. Coons, by the way, has retired the first 10 in order. 10 in a row. LeBron with a foul left side. Outfield very deep. Ensley is in deep straightaway center. Pop up. Where is it going? It's going out of play, foul right side. I don't recall seeing what we call no doubles so far back early and middle of the game. That's how much respect the Vols have for LeBron. He swings and waves at a slider and didn't get it. That's 5 strikeouts in 3 2/3, and 11 in a row retired by Tegan Coons. Coleman Mizell struck out swinging his first time up. The Alabama women with a victory this afternoon. They beat Green Bay 81-67. Roger Hoover on location. And I got to mention this one. This is in an NCAA tournament, and it involves an SEC team. UConn dismantled Arkansas 103-34. Two-0. Swing and a miss by Mizell. 2-1. Mizell swings, foul ball. Okay, Ethan's telling me it says Arkansas, but it's Arkansas State. Beg your SEC pardon. And thank you for that correction. So UConn defeats Arkansas State. Not the SEC's Arkansas. 103-34, the Red Wolves. A 3-2 pitch is outside ball 4. Mizell draws a walk. And he is the first base runner for Alabama. Jason Torres will be the hitter. Alabama down by 4. A home run by Torres cuts the lead in half. He takes one way outside. The freshman Coons has thrown only 51 pitches. We are in the 4th. 2-out walk to Mizell, the first Alabama base runner all game. Outfield stays straight away and deep. The 1-0 is up and in. Mound meeting for the Vols. Hitters count for Jason Torres. 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. The pitch coming in for a strike. We'll finish up our UConn-Arkansas State women's game. So if I spotted you 68 points, you would have lost. 69-point differential. Swing at a high pop-up. Short left field. Antigua, the shortstop, is getting called off by Abernathy. Abernathy, the left fielder, and he hauls it in. No runs. Alabama gets their first base runner on a walk, but they strand him. It's 4-0. The Vols lead the Tide. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. CBNS Bank, they've got a digital solution to manage your finance, and it's never been so easy. Bank anywhere at any time with CBNS Bank. CB, the broadcaster here, along with Brett Otto in our Learfield studios, and Ethan Carabin, our videographer. He's the guy taking care of the social. You know, a couple of players came up to me before the game. I'm a nobody. I'm filling in. I'm just filling in. Roger Hoover will be back. And you wear that Bama across your chest, that brand name there, and the players are like, hey, man, yeah, it's nice to hear you, and you know, thanks for your help. Saw your stuff. And when they say saw my stuff, that's because of the work of Ethan Carabin and all these fine other people here with a full-time video running the entire game. So you can play it back, you can see it, you can hear it while it's happening, you know, in camera. Oh, 2 on the batter, and that's outside. Reese Chapman. It takes, they say it takes an army, and we're happy to have this army with us. Three infielders, right side, and the pitch is up high. And good for Roger. The women advanced today. They beat Green Bay, the Alabama Crimson Tide women, with a win in the 5-12 game. A 2-2 lifted out of play, foul left side. And Roger Hoover and I, we've known each other for probably 15 years when he was still a student at Tennessee, and he was helping out the Smokies. I was with the Birmingham Barons. And Roger would get the job with Jacksonville Suns, the 2-2 pitch inside, before moving here a few years ago, where he is a utility. He's the Swiss Army knife of Alabama broadcasting. Gymnastics, soccer, baseball, football, basketball. He's had double headers, triple headers, quadruple headers. 3-2, hammered right field. Fowler back, forget this one. To the stands it goes. Solo home run, Reese Chapman, his 7th. Volunteers with a 5-0 lead. Now, they are second in the nation in home runs. They've hit 3 today. One takeaway from this series is you really got to play flawless baseball against Tennessee. They're that good. And in this series, they have hit every mistake, either out or deep. Here's Manny Marin, and he lines one towards right field, a base hit over the head of a leaping Brennan Norton at second. Every inch you give them, they're taking a mile. And that's why they're number one. That's why they are the defending champs. In this series, Alabama at times has had some good relief pitching, and they've made good relief pitches. But one mistake, and Rob Vaughn talked about that, one mistake made by Tyler Fay, maybe a ball that's an inch or two where it should have been, and these balls just sit on it and crush. Chapman, sac fly, a double, and a home run. 0-1. Hit to second. Norton has one play. That's on to first. Moving up to second is Marin as Peebles is retired.
shortstop. Number 2, Ariel Antigua.
3 more home runs for the Vols today. They've got 59 home runs on the year. Here's Ariel Antigua, runner on second. Swing and a ground ball headed towards second. Norton moving quickly to his left, cuts it off from short right. Throws on, makes a nice play as the out is recorded. Moving up to third is Marin. And here is Dean Curley. The closer, Carson Osmer, is starting to warm up for Alabama. Curley sits at the top of the lineup. He's 2 for 3 today. He has 5 hits, including a home run in the series. Outstanding sophomore, so he's got another year left. The pitch low. He's from Laverne, California. Not quite 3,000 miles from Knoxville, but 2,000 and change. Curley takes a strike, 0-2. Five for 12 in the series. Here's the 0-2. Slider. And that's hit up in the air. It will be foul. Chasing it is Fowler, and Fowler runs out of room. An 0-2 on Curley with a runner on. The slider just missed. Just missed high. Tennessee with a 5-0 lead over Bama here in the top of the 5th. One and two. That's a slider hit out towards Bonamolo in center, moving to his left. Makes a catch, retires Curley. The Vols hit yet another home run, their 3rd of the day. Reese Chapman tattoos a pitch to right field. In the middle of the 5th inning, that's halfway done. Tennessee 5, Alabama 0. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Through the Vols with a 5-0 lead over Alabama. So if we're playing basketball, then Alabama trails after or at the half 5-0. Alabama certainly has the capabilities of coming back. Remember, they trailed Ohio State 10-0 And this cat here, Will Hodo, hit a walk-off home run. Takes a strike. The offense has not had any rhythm. There's one walk. That's the only base runner as they look to string some things together. Hodo, Norton, Snell due up. You got a big 5-0 lead for Tennessee. A changeup swung on and missed. Tennessee with 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 home runs, and a 5-0 lead. Game 3 of a 3-game set. Team number 1, team 12, 1-2 outside. Alabama snatched that first game. Tennessee won last night 10-7. Tying run was at home. 2-2. Hodo takes low, ball 3. And if Alabama's going to win today, their manager has been thrown out early. Full count on Hodo. The pitch. Ball 4, just low. Second base runner, and they're both walks. Brennan Norton has one at bat. He has struck out looking. Norton is 1 for 8 in this series. He watches as a pick goes to first, runner gets back. Coons fires and misses outside. Hodo not looking to run, although they pick. He gets back. And you're looking right now, if you're Alabama, the old baseball axiom, a bloop and a blast. A 1-0. Bottom of the zone fastball strike. 1-1. The freshman phenom Tegan Coons has recorded 5 strikeouts. And this is his longest outing of the year. A 1-1. Swing hit out of play, foul. He had been used sparingly. In fact, in his 5 outings, he has thrown only 8 1/3 prior to today. And yet, he's in the 5th inning sailing with a 5-0 lead. Swing by Norton. Fly ball right field, but playable. And running it down to right fielder Reese Chapman.
Next up, left fielder, number 3, Cage Snell.
Cage Snell is the batter. Snell grounded out to short his first time up. 4 for 10 in the series. A couple of runs scored as he watches a pick play go to first. Tennessee with activity in their bullpen. Braden Krenzel. The pitch. Off speed, strike, curveball. I mentioned earlier the freshman Coons, #1 player, not pitcher, but #1 player coming out of the state of Pennsylvania last year. He did not get drafted day 1, and he decided to go to Tennessee. And the Vols are glad they got him, aren't they? And what a top of the rotation they have. 3 guys that are big power arms. Coons throws the first, runner gets back. Doyle Phillips, and now Coons. Here's an 0-2, breaking ball outside. Before this series started, Tennessee had the lowest ERA in the country, a combined 2.29 ERA. A 1-2, Snell swings, cues it foul, third base side. Ball and 2 strikes, and 1 out. The pitch is swung on. Foul ball left side. This crowd, sellout crowd for the second straight day, they just don't have a lot. The 70% dressed in crimson, not a lot to cheer for. A 1-2 swing, it had a play foul left side. And I would say this is about 30% orange and white. Most of that would be on the right side. And the rest is dressed in crimson. The suites are filled up. Bleachers packed out there on a sunny Saturday afternoon. A 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Ground ball past the diver. First baseman Fisher. That goes into right field for a base hit. Alabama with runners on first and third. There's the bloop. Now you need the blast. Tony Vitello comes quickly out of the dugout. Most likely to make a pitching change. And the Vols will go to the bullpen. Braden Krenzel, the new pitcher, will be back in 60 seconds. This is Alabama baseball from Learfield. The Alabama faithful trying to get rowdy. Braden Krenzel, 6 games and nary a run. 6 2/3, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Freshman from Dublin, Ohio, Braden Krenzel, 6'3", about 215. All right, here comes Alabama's best chance. Down by a Finsky, as we say, down by 5. And Will Plattner, with his 6-game hitting streak on the line, comes up here in the bottom of the 5th. It seems like we've been here forever today. It feels like Tennessee has a major lead. But in reality, it's 5-0 with 2 runners on, only 1 out. And a freshman follows a freshman. First pitch is low. Coons went 4 1/3 and allowed just 1 hit. But he is responsible for the 2 base runners. 0-1. That's a strike, 1-1. Hodo at third base, Snell at first. Plattner batting. Been hitting the ball up the middle a lot. That's the key. He swings and misses here. In his last 6 games, batting .476. He has snatched that starting catching job. Supposed to share it with Brady Neal, but he ain't sharing nothing. 1-2. It's got him looking, strike 3. I think Plattner thought it was high. 2 outs. Here is Richie Bonamolo. Struck out his first time up, went down swinging. Bama trying to get on the board, but a fly ball out towards center fielder Ensley, and Ensley's going to be there, make the catch, and Alabama comes up empty. And you can now close the line on the starter Coons, who went 4 1/3, allowed 1 hit, no runs. Meanwhile, another freshman comes in and gets the job done. Alabama strands a pair, and after 5 complete, 5-0. The Vols lead the Tide. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Alabama turns it over to right-hander Hagen Banks as we go to the 6th. 5 innings now, 5 full innings, 5 runs, 10 hits for the Vols. No runs, 1 hit for Alabama.
We got an ID.
Before we go further, let's throw things back to our station, let them identify themselves. You're listening to Alabama Baseball from Learfield.
Clear for ID. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
All right, so Hagen Banks will toe the slab. Myers goes an inning and 2/3. Allows 1 run on 2 hits. A walk and a strikeout. The original Party Punch is an official sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide with a lineup of bold flavors that are low sugar, gluten-free, sustainably packaged and resealable. Beatbox has a flavor for everyone. Look for it across the Southeast for your next tailgate. Banks has a 1.23 ERA, 5 games pitched. He will face Jay Abernathy, and Abernathy will take a strike. Abernathy, offensively a tough day, grounded into a double play, struck out, and then was called out for base running interference on a bunt play. Fouls one to the left side. Fans, be sure to visit the Bryant Museum on your next visit to Tuscaloosa, located on the UA campus, just across from the Coleman Coliseum. I can see it from here. Open every day, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., except Mondays. Access online at bryantmuseum.com. Here's an 0-2 outside. And once again, a very quiet crowd on the, for the most part, more than half are rooting for the Crimson and White, but they've got one hit, no runs, trailing 5-0. Change up, check swing, he went. Hunter Ensley has singled and struck out twice, and that makes him 1 for 3. First pitch, strike one called. Six for 11 in the series. Couple of spectacular catches out in center field. 0-1. Now that was inside check swing, and they appealed down at first that he did not go. It did not tick off the bat either. One and one. Fouled to the left side. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases cleared for the Vols. Another foul ball sent by third base. And now a 1-2 from Banks. Sent in the air to right field and deep. Fowler has it tracked, and Fowler, before he gets to the warning track, retires Ensley. Long fly ball caught out in right field. Next up for Tennessee after this series, they have a midweek game Tuesday against Queens College, located in North Carolina, and then 3 games in Columbia against South Carolina. Alabama's got a tough matchup Tuesday at Toyota Field up in Huntsville, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. That'll be a tough midweek game. And then 3 here Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Oklahoma Sooners. A 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss. So the Sooners, remember, new to the SEC. They will be here March 28, 29, and the 30. Count level, 1-1. And the pitch, fastball low. With 2 outs against Fisher. He's got a hitter's count, and he's got 3 infielders again on the right side. 2-1. Throws his curve low and inside. Crowd thought it was a strike. I did not. Alabama trails Tennessee 5-0 in the 6th. Here's the Smith pitch. Low. The infield has Torres playing near short. He's your third baseman. LeBron on the right side. The pitch inside. He will draw a walk. Norton was in short right and Hodo was deep at first. 2-out walk to Andrew Fisher. Third straight time he's been on base. Dalton Bargo, the DH. Tripled, homered, and singled to left in this game. The balls have hit for the cycle. Now 3 infielders again on the right side. The pitch swung on, hit opposite way. Jason Torres plays third. Now, he's not as far towards second as he was on Fisher, but still a lot of room from his right shoulder to the line. The 0-1 swung on, lifted out of play, foul. Justin LeBron is on the infield dirt, right side of second. Brennan Norton is in the outfield by 30 feet. And Hodo holds the runner on. Now Torres heads closer to second base. And 0-2, swing, and that's ripped towards the right field corner. It drops in. That is a foul ball. Bargo did not start last night. He came off the bench. He went 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. He started in the series opener. And then this afternoon, triple to right center, homer to right, lined out to left. His home run came after a disputed swing, foul tip, strike 3. Here's an 0-2, swung on, fouled. He should have been out on strikes. He wasn't. The call was missed. It was the strangest foul ball you'll ever see. It lodged in between the right hip and the catching gear of Plattner. Plattner just picked it with his bare hand, showed the umpire, hey, it never hit the dirt. But Alabama did not benefit from that call, and Rob Vaughn was thrown out arguing. And 0-2, swing, foul behind home. So Vaughn gets caught, or gets thrown out rather, and then Bargo finishes the at-bat. Instead of a strike 3, he homers to right field. Tennessee with a 5-0 lead here in the 6th. Bama held to 1 hit. The 2-strike pitch, high. Plattner throws to first, runner gets back. And we could talk again about the Andrew Fisher home run. Twice during his at-bat, he had taken a very long time to go back to his dugout. It's allowed, but I didn't realize it was, he's going to have an afternoon lunch, a snack, and some dessert. 2 very lengthy times out. This one is in the air, right field foul. So Fisher, twice during his at-bat, went to the back stop in front of the dugout, talked with his manager, Tony Vitello. 2 very lengthy delays, threw off the rhythm of Alcock, and he hit a home run. 1-2, the runner holds, and the pitcher swung on and missed. In the top of the 6th inning for the Vols, no runs. They draw a walk and they'll strand the runner. They've had at least 1 runner stranded in every inning. In the middle of the 6th inning from Sewell Thomas. The Volunteers lead the Crimson Tide at 5-0. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Going into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Vols lead the Tide by a score of 5-0, and in between innings, our active military personnel were recognized. Don't forget to add pest control to your lineup this spring, from protecting against mosquitoes and termites to clearing cobwebs. Spring cleaning isn't done until you call Pest Control. Cook's Pest Control. Bryce Fowler at the top of the lineup. 1 for 12 in this series. Hits one foul left side. Bama fans, be sure to catch the Hey Coach and Nate Oates show, presented by Alpha, live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa on Monday nights from 6 till 7 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. .5-0 lead for the Vols. They came into the series ranked 1. Alabama came in 12. Alabama won the first game, a comeback 6-5. Tennessee wins last night 10-7. 2-1, hit out of play, foul left side. I went through it earlier in the SEC. LSU is the hottest team. They've got a 16-game winning streak. 3-0 in the conference. Texas 3-0. Bama 4-1. Tennessee 4-1. Georgia 3-1. Arkansas 3-1. Auburn 3-1. Vanderbilt 3-2. Alabama's next SEC opponent, Oklahoma. They're 18-3 overall, 2-2 in the conference. 3-2 to Fowler. Ground ball off the pitcher. Karams over to second, off balance throw in time. 1-4-3. Even balls that are hit off the pitcher now Karam over to the Tennessee Vols. They are getting every break, every bounce, every pitch, everything they need to secure this series win. Justin LeBron is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. A series which has him 3 out of 11. 4 RBIs. He swings here, foul ball left side. Still the nation leader in RBIs with 49. 2-strike pitch. That missed low. A 1-2. Got him, swinging and missing. That's a changeup and a real good one from Braden Krenzel. Coleman Mizell will bat as he homered last night. 0 for 1 with a walk tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Time is called at home. Alabama offense managing 1 single. That's a hit by Snell. A 1-0 pitch. That's drilled towards the shift on the right side. Fielded by Marin. He throws to first, not in time. Mizell legs out an infield single. Marin was playing in shallow right field. Alabama gets a base runner, only their second hit. Here's Jason Torres. He swings and lines a base hit to left field. Mizell will stop at second. Alabama hoping to perform some 2-out magic. You take the blast right now, you just got your bloop. Will Hodo has grounded to short and walked. Back-to-back hits with 2 outs against Krenzel, the freshman pitcher in relief. First pitch here, Hodo takes strike 1. Tegan Coons went 4 1/3, allowed 1 hit. In 0-1, Hodo takes low and away. Alabama hasn't had a whole lot of base runners, so they've stranded just 3. They have come over the last 2 innings. 1-1, Hodo takes, and that is on the inside corner, 1-2. Alabama had first and third with 1 out in the 5th, but a strikeout by Plattner and a fly ball by Bonamolo ended the inning. 1-2, Hodo swings and misses strike 3. And Krenzel strands a pair of runners. We are 2/3 of the way home. Tennessee with a 5-0 lead over Alabama. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. 5-0. Tennessee leading Alabama as we have gone 2/3 of the way. That's 6 innings in the books. 5 runs for the Vols, 10 hits, 3 of them home runs. For Alabama, no runs, 3 hits, all singles. Aiden Moza will take over. No record, ERA of 3.86. Pitched just 4 2/3 so far, allowing 2 hits and 2 runs. He has 9 strikeouts in 4 2/3. Right-hander Moza. And he is the 5th pitcher used by Alabama. Alabama used 8 pitchers last night. Just 3 Thursday. Moza will face Reese Chapman leading off. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Moza goes to the pitch com, puts the glove in front of the ear. And number 23 ready to work. First pitch, swing, bouncing ball past the dive of Hodo into right field. Base hit for Chapman. 3 straight hits for the volunteer right fielder. Tide fans, be sure to listen to the Crimson Drive Thursday afternoons, all on the Crimson Tide Sports Network, all of their social platforms and media outlets. Crimson Drive is live every Thursday at 2. Be sure to join us on the latest on Alabama athletics for Crimson Drive. I know Roger Hoover had a sit down recently with second baseman Brennan Norton. Matty Mirren, the second baseman for the Vols, is 1 for 2 with a walk. He singled his last at bat. 2 hits in the series. Oh, 1, and that's lifted towards left fielder Snell. Comes in. He'll slide feet first and make the catch. Keep up with everything Alabama with the Roll Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. Download the Roll Tide mobile app now for free at the App Store and Google Play. One out, one on. Here's Cannon Peebles. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. First one misses. Bobby Alcock, just 2 and 1/3 rather. 3 runs on 5 hits. Pitch is swung and missed and gets away from Plattner. Rolls far enough to the left. The base runner will advance. Scored a wild pitch. .6'1" senior. 195 pounds, Aiden Moza. Pitched collegiately at UAB before coming to Alabama. A fly ball by Peebles out to the center fielder, Bonamolo. He was playing perfectly. Makes the catch, guns to his shortstop LeBron for the cutoff. Moving over to third base is the base runner. Chapman at third with 2 outs. Ariel Antigua will be the hitter. Aiden Moza is from Dallas, Georgia. 5-0 lead for the Vols. Ground ball up the middle, diving underneath the glove of LeBron. I thought he had it, he didn't. It will be a single and a run batted in. Tennessee gets their 6th run. It comes from the 9th hitter, and the bottom of the lineup has come through and contributed immensely today.
Third baseman, number 1, Lee Hurley.
Chapman bats 6th. He's got 3 straight hits. Marin bats 7th. He's been on twice, including a single. Peebles bats 8th, hit by a pitch. Antigua, 2 base hits and a walk, 3 times on base at the 9 spot, hitting .238 coming in. Batter square, shows bunt, takes it for a ball. That's Curley at the top of the lineup. Grounder towards Norton. That's past his dive into right field. Base hit again for Curley, his 3rd of the game. Antigua moves up to 2nd.
Left fielder, number 8, Jay Abernathy.
Mound meeting for Will Plattner along with Aiden Moza. This is, although he started at UAB, it's the 3rd year for Moza at Alabama. In fact, his first college outing ever, 2023. Well, it wasn't ever, but his first college outing for Alabama, I should say, was against UAB. So from high school in Kennesaw, Georgia, North Cobb, 1 year at UAB, 23 games, 2 starts for the Blazers, and then transferred and made his Alabama debut against UAB. Misses low and away. Jay Abernathy. Looking for a base hit. He's 0 for 4. Left-handed batter, blazing speed. He takes low. He was involved in that interference play in the 4th inning. He bunted a couple of guys in. The throw was into right field, but after a challenge and a review, it was ruled that he interfered with the throw, and he was called out. 2-2 off the plate, outside, ball 3. This freshman has an on-base percentage of .451. 3-2, the runners go, and the pitch is inside, ball 4, and Tennessee has loaded the bases here in the 7th. Mound visit, Jason Jackson, and we know that there's help available in Alabama's bullpen, and Jackson is going to go to the bullpen. Alabama trailing Tennessee 6-0. Everything has gone right for Tennessee. Benefited from a missed call. They have put on their heavyweight title belts in the last 2 games. The new pitcher will be Colson Buchanan. Will be back in 60 seconds. This is Alabama baseball from Learfield. Is for Alabama is righty Colson Buchanan. A 1.93 ERA over 5 games. 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits. He has 7 strikeouts. And if you have any chance of trying to come back, steal one from the Vols, you got to get out of this inning. So he's one of your higher leverage guys. You'd rather have him with the lead, but you don't have that luxury. Tennessee has sprinted out to a lead in all 3 of these games. Fortunately for Alabama, they were able to come back in game 1. So Hunter Ensley will come up. Mosley goes 2/3 of an inning. He's charged right now with 1 run on 3 hits. And let me stand corrected, say Moza. I think I said Mosley. Moza. Aiden Moza. But now here's the 6th pitcher used. Again, you remain within distance because you've got 9 outs left. And you need this out right here. Ensley's been dynamic in this series, both offensively and defensively. Takes a slider outside. He's 1 for 4 today. 6 out of 12. 3 RBIs in the series. 2 spectacular catches. Breaking ball. Settles in for a strike. Senior Hunter Ensley against Colson Buchanan, right on right. 6-0 lead for the Vols over the tie. The breaking ball buried in the dirt. Plattner with the stop. Alabama out hit 13-3. Line drive towards left, and that is a ball that gets by a dive of Cade Snell. Picked up by Molo, and 3-run score for Tennessee, and they break it open. Bases clearing double, Ensley. Do or die in that situation as Snell gives up the body, dives in. That ball just kept sinking, and he just missed it. Rolls by him, and Bonamolo backing him up. Here is Andrew Fisher. And in this 3 games, as mentioned earlier, Tennessee has pounded every mistake. Mistake could be a fraction of an inch in the strike zone. And they have a 9-0 lead. 1-1 to Fisher. Inside and low. Moza now is going to be charged with 4 runs. That was a big hit. You just feel it again. You just feel that Alabama was still hanging around, maybe by a thread, but a team that has staged some big comebacks. And then Inslee drops the hammer, a line drive to left. Great attempt by Snell, diving in, just missed it. Ball gets by him, rolls to the wall. 3-run score. Another 3 runs with 2 outs, no less. Count even at 2 outs. 4 runs in. Biggest inning for Tennessee so far today. That pitch is low. Fisher is grounded out. Homered, walked and walked. 2 home runs in the series, 9 on the season. Three and 2. Below the knees. Ball 4, walk. Vols have first and second for another dangerous hitter with 2 outs. Dalton Bargo. He has tripled and homered. He has the 2 long hits in what would be a cycle. But he doesn't have a single or a double. Speaking of cycle, Tennessee in this game, and it was early, but they have hit for the cycle because of the triple earlier by Bargo in his second inning, in the second inning. The 1-0 pitch, rather, is in for a strike of the knees. One more time, Alabama's got a 3-man shift. Just Torres remains on the left side. A 1-1, swung out, hit out of play, foul right side. Bargo, the 9th man to bat in this 4-run 7th. $5-0 Tennessee coming in, and at least 9-0 going out. The 2-2 swing, hit to first base, bobbled by Hodo. He recovers. He'll flip to the pitcher, Buchanan, in time, and that will end the inning. However, Tennessee scores 4 times. 4 base hits, and they'll strand a pair. It is stretch time here at Sewell Thomas Stadium in front of a sold-out crowd of 5,800. Tennessee 9, Alabama nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Bottom of the 7th inning at the Joe. It has been all Tennessee. Brandon Norton will lead things off. Alabama had the comeback Thursday. Tennessee survived. Alabama's comeback attempt yesterday. Norton with a one-hopper to short. And Teague has been busy all afternoon. He throws out Brandon Norton. Here's Cade Snell. Snell with a fly ball towards the left fielder, Abernathy. Abernathy drifting, gets to the middle of the warning track and puts it away. It's just been too easy for the Tennessee pitchers today. We talked about it early of how hard Bobby Alcock had to work to get his outs. And Tegan Coons breezed through the first 4+. Will Plattner will be the hitter. And the pitch is outside. $14 hits now for Tennessee. They have 9 runs, 14 hits. Alabama with 3 singles. Plattner with a foul ball. And again, Alabama will try to regroup Tuesday. That game will be played up at Toyota Field, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. About 2 exits shy of downtown Huntsville. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Now it's 1-2, beg your pardon. It will not be an easy midweek game Tuesday against North Al, and then Oklahoma comes in here to the Joe. Friday, March 28th. Saturday, the 29th. Sunday, the 30th. Two. Now a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Plattner 0 for 3. Tennessee enjoying a 9-0 lead. The Vols over the Tide. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. On a sunny Saturday afternoon, we complete this 3-game series. We move to the 8th. Tennessee out in front of Alabama 9-0. This is the rubber game, game 3 of the series. Tennessee, in all 3 games, took an early lead. And in the last 2 games, they have not needed their rear view mirror, so to speak. At least not today. They lead by 9. And they will bat yet again here in the Top of the 8th inning. Come in with a whole lot of confidence. Colson Buchanan is pitching, right-hander. Gets a strike called. Yeah, I mean, it's borderline as the pitch is inside. It depends on who you ask and your own opinion. It's borderline braggadocio. Couple of things in this game, swing and a miss. Fisher going back to the dugout twice to kind of stall and break the rhythm of Bobby Alcock, and it worked. Pitch is swung on a miss for a strikeout.
Next up, that's second baseman, number 4, Manny Merritt.
And then in that same inning, on what would have been strike 3, a foul tip lodged in the hip and the equipment of Will Plattner. The call was dismissed. That's an easy way to say it. It was missed. Rob Vaughn asked for a challenge. He got the umpires to talk about it. And what typically happens is in a situation, the umpires don't want to show up their other guys. And so no one said, I saw it differently. And then Rob got a couple of choice words in, and Coach Vaughn was ejected. That means Jason Jackson will be on our post-game show. 1-2, swing and a miss. Little elevation. Buchanan finding success at the top of the zone. Cannon Peebles will be the hitter. 0 for 3 and hit by a pitch. And as I mentioned a few times, if you're going to beat Tennessee, you've got to make sure 7, 8, and 9 just go up and down. The top 6 in this lineup are filled with mashers. They do a lot of damage. They're on base. Dean Curley, an outstanding leadoff hitter. 3 hits today. Ensley cleared the bases with a double. He bats third. We got the power of Fisher and Bargo. Chapman hit a long ball today. So when you get to 7, 8, and 9, you've got to have 3 up, 3 down there, and it was not the case. They weren't uber busy, but busy enough as Bonamolo makes the catch out in center field off the bat of Peebles. And the Vols go down in order for the first time all game. In the middle of the 8th inning, Tennessee 9, Alabama nothing. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Be along with you. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. All Tennessee in this game, they lead 9-0 over Alabama. My own personal dilemma is how do I eat a handful of Reese's Pieces and broadcast without sounding like I've got the Reese's Pieces in my mouth. We just hold on to them. Now, you can't do that during a hot summer day. You wind up with a handful of mush and chocolate. But we're in the shade here, overhang, so, maybe I could throw these out at the fans. Little souvenirs. Bonamolo takes low. Bonamolo today is 0 for 2. Two out of 8 in the series for Bono. Swinging a foul left side. Alabama with just 3 singles so far today. We're in the 8th. Pitch is low and in. It's Krenzel, 2 2/3 so far. Couple of hits. He already has 4 strikeouts in relief. 3-1 on Bonamolo as he leads off in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch is swung on and bounced deep at third base. That's fair. It gets by Curley, and Bonamolo is going to hustle his way to second without a throw. He's got a double. That is the first extra base hit for Alabama this afternoon. Bryce Fowler coming up. When I was a kid growing up in North Salem, New York, I had this attitude that if I was not going to do well on a test, as long as I had one of my friends do as bad or even worse than me, then I was like, okay, let's call the day even. And so you translate that into today, and if you're Alabama, you want to spoil someone's afternoon. Swinging a ground ball to first. Glove there by Fisher. Fisher uses the pitcher covering. One away as Bonamolo moves to third base. You don't want Tennessee cruising back to Knoxville. Holding you to just 4 hits, 3 singles and a double. Justin LeBron is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And in the game with no clock, LeBron swings and misses. You got your outs. You got 5 more to go to just try to make the day miserable for somebody if you're Alabama. Take somebody down with you. 0-1. Outside 1-1. Well, there were too many times when I was in high school that I had that feeling, especially in the sciences, the chemistries and bios. Swinging a foul tip. I looked at it this way. Okay, so I got a 71 or a 69 or 70. As long as my other friends, they were in deep trouble with me, I'm like, all right, it's cool. I got company down there. Company loves misery, right? 1 and 2. That's high on LeBron. But it stinks if you wind up with a 72 and, the class valedictorians popping 100, 99. You're like, man, that's a bad day. 2-2 out of the strike zone. So the same thing here, like, try to put 3, 4, 5 on the day on the board there and try to spoil this afternoon for somebody in an orange and gray uniform. A 3-2, LeBron swings and hammers it up the middle. Knocked down by the pitcher, Krenzel. He picks up, he throws on for the out. That had a lot of exit velo as a run will score. And Tennessee will have to make a mound visit, but Krenzel says, forget it. I'm good. Alabama scores their first run. And what you know it, Justin LeBron now picks up his nation-leading 50th run batted in. There's Coleman Mizell. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And Alabama's got their first run. Mizell hits it into the shift from short right. Manny Marin makes the play, and that will end the 8th inning. Alabama picks up their first run of the afternoon. Double by Bonamolo, advanced to third on a grounder by Fowler, and then scored on a comebacker off the bat of LeBron. After 8, it's not been great today. Tennessee 9, Alabama 1. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. One walk and 2 strikeouts. Aiden Finateri will come on and pitch in the top half of the 9th inning. Tennessee with a 9-run, 14-hit attack. Alabama 1 run, 4 hits. Finateri will make his 5th appearance. He's had 1 spot start, no record, ERA of 3.68. Right-hander comes out of the Alabama bullpen. Finateri is a 6-footer. He weighs 235 and a senior from Watertown, Connecticut. Prior to Alabama, he was at Georgia Tech. Coming to you live from the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money. Top of the 9th, the Vols with a 9-1 lead over Alabama. The first pitch is swung on. High foul out of play. It's Oklahoma. Oh, 2 on Antigua. Now he's adding some bat to it. Top of the lineup, Dean Curley. 9-1, the Vols lead the Crimson Tide here in the top of the 9th. First pitch, breaking ball. Waved at it and missed. Alabama trailing Tennessee 9-1. We'll take a station ID break. You're listening to Alabama Baseball from Learfield. Finatieri drops a slider in for a strike. Curley 0 for 2. Or 0 and 2 rather, I beg your pardon. That's the count. Slider low. He's got 3 base hits today. I was looking at the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 singles. Scored a run. He was one of the highest recruits in the nation last year as a freshman for the Vols. He swings and misses at a 1 and 2 curveball. Goes down on strikes.
Next up the bat, left fielder, number 8, Jay Abernathy.
Jay Abernathy, only a freshman. Left-handed hitter. A lot of speed. Fouls one to the first base side. He had a 3-hit game Thursday. This afternoon, he's hitless, and he had that play in the 4th inning where he was in the runner's lane and was called out for interference on a play that he bunted, and the ball was picked up and thrown into right field. Would have given Tennessee a real big advantage. 2-strike pitch, a little bit low. This Heiberger, the lefty, picked up the bunt, threw it past Hodo, and then after a challenge, everybody had to come back. 1 and 2 pitch, swing foul. Tennessee would score in that inning 1. It could have been a lot more. Here's a 1 and 2 low. In the first inning, we were talking about the speed of Abernathy and how difficult it would be to double him up. Well, with Curley on at first after a single, Abernathy wrapped into a 6-4-3 double play. 2-2. Got him looking, strike 3. Just at the bottom of the zone. Hunter Ensley. Last at bat, the game still in balance. And then it went unbalanced when he ripped a double to left field with 3 runners scoring. It was 6-0, and then his 3-run double made it 9-0. Oh, 1 pitch settles in for a strike, 0-2. We do have a post-game show after our game is concluded. Jason Jackson will call in. We'll speak with the Alabama pitching coach and associate head coach. And 0-2 outside. I've had enough managers in pro ball. They get kicked out. 1 or 2 would come upstairs and sit in the press box, radio booth. For the most part, I would think that Rob's watching it intently on the SEC network. Pitch sails behind the Plattner. Wild pitch sends Antigua to third. But it was not. You know, it was one of those things where Rob Vaughn was 100% correct. The call was missed, and he just couldn't convince anybody that the call was missed. Two, and that gets away. Plattner slides to his left, but he has no chance to throw. Now, Plattner's not sure. It's going to be called strike 3, so that doesn't matter. Forget it. It's an interesting ending to the inning as Plattner was sliding to his left. Then he looked up, and apparently it was a strike 3. The batter had given himself up. All right, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning at Sewell Thomas on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Tennessee spoiling the fun with a 9-1 lead over Alabama. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Alabama trails 9-1 to Tennessee. Jason Torres is 1 for 3. Singled his last at bat. Braden Krenzel. He took over in the 5th inning, and he has not looked back. His first pitch is low and away. Tennessee with the luxury of having to use just 2 pitchers as that one misses low. Krenzel did give up the first Alabama run. That came in the 8th. We're now in the 9th. Last chance, last licks for the home team. Fastball swung and missed. Congratulations to the women's basketball team. They beat Green Bay today in the 12-5. So they will advance. And the men play tomorrow. Hoops du jour tomorrow. A 2-2 breaking ball that just missed inside. A rare chance for the baseball team. Clear their heads, cheer on some of their friends and fellow athletes by just kicking back and watching some hoops tomorrow. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Five strikeouts in relief. And the batter will be Will Hodo. A 9-1 lead for the Vols. Pitch to Hodo is swung and fouled at home. Nine runs, 15 hits. 3 more home runs for Tennessee. Second in the nation, they have 59. Their leader in home runs, Gavin Killen hasn't even played in this series. He got hurt in the ETSU game. 10 homers, 25 runs batted in. Add that monster to this lineup. A 1-2 pitch, that's low. Count level 2-2, 1 out. Nobody on for Hodo. Fastball with a check swing. They punch him from the left side. The third base umpire says yes. And Alabama is down to their last out. Remember, Tuesday, Alabama against North Alabama. That's up in the Huntsville area. Madison, technically. Then Oklahoma, and we'll get you right back here. I'll be here for that Oklahoma series along with Roger. Batter is Brandon Norton. Norton is 0 for 3. Alabama limited to 1 run, 4 hits. Norton against Krenzel, the pitch. Missed. Three-0 on Brennan Norton, the pitch. It's in there for a strike. JT Blackwood has been used twice in this series. I'm not sure if he's going to get the start Tuesday. The pitch is low and away, and a walk.
Next up, the batting Curt guy, the left fielder, number 3, Cade Snell.
But then Alabama will roll out their top 3 starters against A&M. Zane Adams, Riley Quick, and Bobby Alcock. We have a mound visit. And a pitching change will be made as the Vols go to their bullpen. And they're going to go with a left-hander. You know, one of the things that happens now, the umpires check the pitcher before he even gets to the mound instead of after the inning. Makes a lot more sense to me. Anyways, the Vols going to the bullpen. We'll take a 60-second timeout and tell you who it is when we return. This is Alabama baseball from Learfield. A guy that was about 50-50 to start today. It's left-hander Brandon Arvidsson. Instead of Arvidsson, it was Coons, and Coons was outstanding. A 1-0 record, 8 games, 2 starts for Brandon Arvidsson with an ERA of .450. In 10 innings, he has 17 strikeouts. One batter is what Tony Vitello is hoping that he needs out of Arvidsson. He goes left on left in the bottom of the ninth. Cade Snell 1 for 3. Norton at first. First pitch fastball low. That hums in at 93 and change. 1-0. Swung out, hit out of play, foul left side. They haven't brought, I don't think I've seen a pitcher on Tennessee staff below 93. From 93 to 100. 1-1 with 2 outs. And the pitch is swung on and lifted towards left field. It will be Abernathy. Foul territory, runs after it and can't get it. Had it, bumped up against the fence, and the ball jumped out of his glove. We will live to see another pitch. Snell in the series with 5 base hits. Tennessee 1 out away from winning the series 2-1. The 1-2 pitch line towards short over the head of a leaping Antigua. Snell keeping his batting average above 400. Shoots one to left. Well, here comes Vitello. And I think he's going right back to the bullpen, managing it as if it is the College World Series. He's got a 9-1 lead. Tony V is going to play matchups. So a new pitcher coming in for the Vols again. 9-1, Tennessee in front of Alabama. We owe you a 60-second timeout. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is. This is Alabama baseball from Learfield. Right-hander Ryan Combs will toe the slab. Couple of off days and pitchers that need to get some work. It would be like when we play, the Barons play a 6-game series, and the last game is always on a Sunday. Mondays are off in the minor leagues. And you have that empty out the bullpen day, which is on Sunday, so it's not unusual. The other thing is, guys get work and a couple of off days, so you want pitchers to pitch, but you also want to put them in situations to succeed, and that's what Tennessee has done. I mean, look, they're not pitching to win this game. They've got a 9-1 lead with 2 outs. But they want a right-on-right matchup just to give Combs a chance to have some success. He has an ERA of 5.40 in 7 games. He's allowed 8 hits in less than 7 innings. Will Plattner's 6-game hitting streak on the line. Not advanced yet. He hits one foul left side. So you're asking at home, why are you making these pitching changes? Left on left, right on right. Well, again, a couple of reasons. You have the off day. You have the back end of your bullpen that might need some work, and you put them in successful situations. A 1-1 breaking ball, ground ball. That's up the middle and through. Base hit for Plattner, and the hitting streak reaches 7. Scoring from second is Norton. Stopping at second is Snell. And I believe we're going to get yet another pitching change. Oh, my. You know, here's the thing. Tony Vitello just won the national championship last year. He could give a hoot about what I think, what you think, or what anybody else here thinks. He is going to squeeze this thing out. This is a little on the incredulous side, but the Vols going back to their bullpen. They have a 9-2 lead with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll tell you who the new relief pitcher is if there's anybody left. But we'll do that in 60 seconds. You're listening to Alabama Baseball from Learfield. Pitcher is Tanner Franklin. And he replaces Combs, who replaced Arvidson, who replaced Krenzel. Franklin with a 1-1 record, ERA of 3.46. In 13 innings, he has 21 strikeouts. He has walked 1 hitter. 9-2, Tennessee in front of Alabama. And this is the 4th pitcher by the Vols in this inning. And I can tell you that Tony Vitello and his orange and gray, they don't give a hoot what anybody thinks. He's got a trophy that says national champs. He has gone to 3 straight World Series, 5 straight NCAAs, 4 straight Super Regionals. And here is Richie Bonamolo, 9-2. Hit a bomb here, you get 9-5, and like I said, you'd spoil the day for somebody. Bonamolo takes a ball. 98 out of the bullpen for Franklin. Catch a fastball and you let him supply the power. The 1-0 pitch is up high, but a check swing and Bono went 1-1. Volunteers 9, Crimson Tide 2. Bottom of the ninth, 1 run in. The pitch, swing and a miss. Alabama is down to their last strike. 2 on, 2 outs. The 1-2 from Franklin, swing foul. It hit the catcher Peebles. 100 miles an hour. Triple digits for Tanner Franklin. He is on the express. A 1-2, high, 2-2. Took it down to 99. Nine runs, 15 hits for the Vols, 2 runs, 6 hits for Alabama. Count level 2-2. Franklin's pitch is swung on, skied high, foul behind home. Peebles is going to run out of room. This fastball in the upper 90s, low 100s. If you're Bonamolo, you might want to start your swing, and he has, but you want to start it early. Get it going right about now, even though you're not in the box. Because you have less than a third of a second but before that ball gets from the right arm of Franklin to the catcher's glove. 2-2 the pitch. Got him, strike 3. Fastball at 98, and the ball game is over. Alabama will score 1 run here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 base hits, 2 stranded, but it's the Vols who win this afternoon by a score of 9-2, and they take the series 2-1. So give Alabama credit. Even in the last 2 games they lost, they're still swinging and hacking and punching and doing everything to try to stay in a ball game. Pitching, unfortunately, the last couple of days just couldn't find their rhythm, couldn't find their mechanics, and it led to 2 big wins for the Vols. They scored 10 yesterday. They scored 9 today. We'll take a timeout. As Tennessee wins today, they win the series. This is the Crimson Tide